When I watch him, he was good, but here where he made a mistake. Every time I watch him, I see him copy something that I did in my last fight.
Roy Jones Jr. was boxing's most athletically superior specimen. A phenomenal talent whose blazing speed and superhuman reflexes made him untouchable during his prime years, while creating arrogance that alienated competitors who questioned his commitment to serious training and professional discipline.
He's really been hurt. He's gone down before one time, but there was a perfect left hand. Roy never saw it coming.
The Pensacola phenomenon possessed natural gifts that transcended normal athletic boundaries, while maintaining showboat mentality that frustrated traditional boxing establishment. Jones's approach emphasized individual brilliance over systematic preparation, relying on genetic advantages and natural coordination that allowed him to dominate opponents without requiring extensive technical development or strategic planning that other champions needed for sustained success. His casual attitude toward training reflected confidence in superior athleticism. Some opponents resented his lackadaisical preparation methods and suggested that his natural gifts were being wasted through unprofessional conduct and arrogant dismissal of conventional wisdom about championship requirements. Others attacked his character by questioning whether his athletic superiority could overcome motivated opposition that possessed proper preparation.
He's one of the few guys that can.
Nigel Bent. Of course, the play that you saw toward the end of round one.
We're examining 6 boxers who earned Roy Jones Jr.'s lasting contempt by challenging his athletic supremacy and proving that natural talent has limitations when faced with proper preparation, strategic planning, and the inevitable decline that affects even the most genetically gifted athletes in professional competition. Number 6, Montel Griffin. Starting at number 6 is Montel Griffin, the Philadelphia fighter whose disqualification victory exposed Jones's vulnerability to motivated opposition while creating the most embarrassing moment in his championship career through systematic pressure that overwhelmed his usually reliable defensive reflexes and natural athletic advantages. Griffin possessed sufficient boxing skills and competitive determination to exploit Jones's casual preparation and overconfident approach to facing supposedly inferior opposition who lacked the natural gifts that had made Jones untouchable against elite competition throughout his early championship development. The disqualification loss represented Jones's worst nightmare because it proved that his athletic superiority could be neutralized by determined opposition who refused to be intimidated by his reputation or discouraged by his natural speed and reflexive advantages that usually overwhelmed conventional boxers. Griffin's success demonstrated that proper preparation and systematic pressure could create problems for Jones when he failed to take opponents seriously or prepare adequately for competition against motivated challengers who possessed sufficient skills to exploit his casual attitude toward professional obligations. The psychological impact extended beyond immediate embarrassment as Jones realized that his natural gifts required supporting discipline and preparation to maintain effectiveness against increasingly dangerous opposition who had studied his methods and identified exploitable weaknesses in his casual approach. Their rematch provided Jones with opportunities for violent retribution while proving that motivated preparation could overcome systematic pressure when his natural talents were properly focused and applied through serious competitive commitment rather than casual showboat entertainment. Number 5, James Toney. At number 5 is James Toney, the defensive master whose superior boxing intelligence and ring generalship challenged Jones's belief in athletic superiority over technical excellence, while proving that systematic preparation could neutralize natural gifts through superior strategic planning and tactical execution. Toney represented everything that frustrated Jones about traditional boxing establishment that valued technical skill and ring intelligence over natural athleticism and genetic advantages that had made Jones dominant throughout his career without requiring extensive tactical development or strategic sophistication. Their encounters became philosophical conflicts between natural ability and learned technique, as Toney's systematic approach to boxing competition challenged Jones's belief that athletic gifts could overcome any opposition through superior speed, reflexes, and natural coordination rather than technical preparation. Jones resented Toney's ability to neutralize his natural advantages through superior boxing intelligence and defensive positioning that prevented him from utilizing his speed and reflexive benefits effectively against someone who understood how to limit athletic advantages through tactical preparation. The competitive rivalry revealed limitations in Jones's approach when facing opponents who possessed sufficient technical knowledge to exploit his casual preparation and over-reliance on natural gifts rather than developing comprehensive boxing skills. Toney's success against Jones demonstrated that pure athleticism had limitations when confronted by superior boxing intelligence and systematic preparation that could neutralize genetic advantages through proper strategic planning and technical execution developed through years of dedicated training. Number 4. Bernard Hopkins. Number 4 brings us Bernard Hopkins, the Philadelphia executioner, whose systematic approach to competitive preparation and professional discipline represented everything that Jones had rejected throughout his career while achieving superior longevity through dedication that Jones's casual attitude prevented him from matching. Hopkins embodied the traditional boxing values that Jones had dismissed throughout his career, including systematic training, professional discipline, and strategic preparation that extended competitive careers through proper physical maintenance and tactical development rather than relying solely on natural gifts. The generational rivalry became personal as Hopkins's continued success into his 40s contrasted sharply with Jones's rapid decline once his natural reflexes began deteriorating through age and accumulated damage from years of casual preparation and unprofessional conduct outside the ring. Jones resented Hopkins's ability to achieve sustained excellence through systematic preparation, while his own career suffered from physical decline that could have been prevented through proper training methods and professional commitment to maintaining athletic condition through disciplined preparation. Their philosophical differences about professional requirements and championship maintenance created lasting animosity as Hopkins's success validated traditional approaches that Jones had rejected in favor of relying exclusively on natural gifts without supporting discipline or systematic preparation. Hopkins's longevity proved that systematic preparation could overcome natural decline, while Jones's deterioration demonstrated the limitations of relying on genetic advantages without corresponding professional discipline and commitment to maintaining physical condition through proper training methods. Number 3. Antonio Tarver. At number 3 is Antonio Tarver, the Olympic bronze medalist whose stunning knockout victory represented the beginning of Jones's decline while proving that motivated opposition could exploit his deteriorating reflexes and casual preparation through systematic pressure and strategic planning that exposed his vulnerability. Tarver possessed sufficient boxing skills and competitive intelligence to recognize that Jones's natural gifts were declining through age and accumulated damage while developing strategic approaches that could exploit these emerging weaknesses through sustained pressure and tactical preparation. The knockout represented Jones's worst fear about facing motivated opposition during his declining years when natural reflexes could no longer compensate for casual preparation and unprofessional conduct that had characterized his approach throughout his championship career. Tarver's success validated critics who had suggested that Jones's casual attitude toward training and professional preparation would eventually create vulnerabilities that motivated opposition could exploit through superior dedication and systematic competitive planning rather than relying on natural gifts alone. Their rivalry represented broader themes about athletic decline and the importance of professional preparation in maintaining competitive effectiveness against motivated opposition who possessed sufficient skills to exploit emerging weaknesses in previously dominant champions. Number 2. Glenn Johnson. Number 2 is Glenn Johnson, the Jamaican destroyer whose devastating knockout punch represented the most violent and humiliating defeat in Jones's career, while proving that declining reflexes could be exploited by powerful opponents who possessed sufficient determination to overcome his reputation through strategic violence. Johnson embodied everything that terrified Jones about facing dangerous punchers during his declining years when natural defensive reflexes could no longer guarantee protection against motivated opposition who possessed legitimate knockout power combined with strategic preparation. The knockout represented complete collapse of Jones's defensive system and athletic advantages, while demonstrating that age and accumulated damage had created fundamental vulnerabilities that could be exploited by determined opposition through systematic pressure and power punching. Johnson's success proved that Jones's casual preparation and declining physical condition had created opportunities for motivated opposition to achieve career-defining victories through superior dedication and strategic planning that exploited his emerging weaknesses and overconfidence. Johnson's victory represented everything that Jones feared about continued competition against dangerous opposition during his declining years, when natural gifts could no longer compensate for unprofessional preparation and accumulated physical damage from years of casual training methods. Number 1, Joe Calzaghe. And finally, at number 1, the most frustrating rival of all, Joe Calzaghe, the Welsh wizard whose systematic approach to competitive preparation and professional excellence represented everything that Jones could have achieved through proper discipline, while proving that dedication could overcome natural gifts through superior commitment. Calzaghe possessed inferior natural athleticism compared to Jones, but achieved greater professional success and historical recognition through systematic preparation and unwavering commitment to professional excellence that Jones had never demonstrated throughout his career despite superior genetic advantages. Their encounter occurred during Jones's decline, when his natural reflexes could no longer compensate for years of casual preparation against an opponent who had maintained peak condition through systematic training and professional discipline that Jones had rejected throughout his championship career. Calzaghe's victory proved that systematic preparation could overcome superior natural talent when genetic advantages began declining through age and accumulated damage, while proper training methods and professional commitment maintained competitive effectiveness against previously superior opposition. The defeat represented Jones's ultimate frustration because it demonstrated that his casual approach to professional preparation had wasted genetic gifts that could have produced greater achievements through proper discipline and systematic training methods that Calzaghe had embraced throughout his career. From natural gifts to inevitable decline, Roy Jones Jr. learned that athletic superiority requires professional support systems. Which defeat hurt his legacy most? Subscribe for more athletic decline analysis and boxing genius breakdowns.